Hi, David.
Hi, Paula. How are you?
Good and yourself?
Good.
Hi, Professor Costa.
Is Caesar?
Hi everyone, nice seeing you.
Edison. How's it going?
So David, everything going good? How are you guys?
Good, man. Good. And then just double checking, it's Yuxing, right?
Yeah, Yuxing.
Okay. Yuxing. Okay.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Hi, all. Thanks
Julie.
for joining. Yeah, Julie, I think Julie is here in the background. Yeah, she is. We will get started in just a minute. But I did want to say just thank you to everyone who's joined us. I believe we have about 5 or so people here. But that being said, I will go ahead and get started. So good morning, good afternoon to, whoever has joined us today. I did want to just congratulate you on your admissions and welcome you to the Trojan family. But I am Paola Mejia. I work here at USC Viterbi in the graduate recruitment team. And I am joined by our professor for the analytics program, Professor Acosta, as well as our advisor, David, and then 2 of our student panelists who will share some of their insights later this afternoon or morning, I should say, wherever you are. But that being said, I will just go over some of our, information for USC Viterbi, and then schedule for this would be Professor Acosta will share some lovely insights on the analytics program, and then it's going to be followed by a student panel where you will have an opportunity to ask questions, and then hopefully we can answer those for you. And then just some housekeeping items. If you do have questions in the duration of this presentation, please be sure to use the Q&A feature for this. The chat will be reserved just for important links. So if my colleagues or anyone on this chat has important links to share with you, they will go in the chat. But yes, moving on. We are located in Southern California, for those of you who did not know, specifically, South Central Los Angeles. So there is a lot to do here. And just a little bit background on the School of Engineering. So we do have 96,000 alumni worldwide. We do have $183 million annual research expenditures. And then we are ranked 15 by the U.S. News and World Report. 199 tenure track faculty, founded in 1905. We do have grad students, both male and female, 32% female, 68% male. And we do have applicants from 113 different countries. And then just the master's program itself. So we do have about 83% of the students who are masters on campus. And then 17% of those are actually online. And then, as I mentioned before, we are in LA, so there is a lot to explore in Los Angeles. And here are just a few things that you can, look into and visit if you choose to come to USC and then just visit LA. There are short walks from USC, so you can do the Village, the museum, the Coliseum. And then we do have a transit system, which you can use the bus. Just to go a little further out. And then within 15 miles, we do have, more of the prominent Los Angeles, spots. So like the pier, the beach, Hollywood, Universal Studios, etc. And then, again, Los Angeles has a lot of, just opportunities. So we are a global hub for innovation, and specifically the Silicon Beach. So that being said, there is tons of opportunities for our students to, explore these ventures. What that means is that USC does make it a priority to provide those opportunities to students, get involved in this, perhaps, intern, get a job, maybe start a startup. But there is a lot of impact by USC in the Silicon Beach area. And that being said, we do have a new School of Advanced Computing. If you are not aware, but we do have a new initiative by USC, which is essentially where we incorporate, computing into all of our programs. There is a new building being built for this School of Advanced Computing. So if you are on campus, when it is done being built, please be sure to check it out. It is one of the latest, innovations that we have here. And that being said, just campus itself and our community, we are committed to inspiring and educating future engineering leaders. So USC prides itself in, getting the best students, having the most diverse students, staff, faculty, etc., just the whole community on its own. And then that being said, we do have a community of students themselves, and with that comes specific resources for students. So we do have the Viterbi Career Connections, which is essentially the career center specifically for Viterbi students. And they do provide extensive resources, support, and valuable industry connections. So they do have, tons of events for students to take advantage of. So you can even do like mock interviews. They a lot of the times they will bring a lot of companies just to come and see our students, talk to our students, let them know what opportunities are out there. But again, not everything is just academics, although we do, prioritize our academics. There's also time to have fun. We do have a lot of campus activities. There's always something going on campus. Again, some of the highlights would be like tailgating, football games, hackathons. There's a lot of involvement that you can do outside of just, your classes. And we do provide a lot of mixers, networking events, student clubs, associations. It's really, really what you want to take advantage of. That being said, we do have a mentorship program. So the Viterbi Graduate Mentorship Program helps new Viterbi grad students with their journey at USC. So maybe, you just want to have a buddy to help you out in this process. And that's exactly what this is built for. So new students will be paired with a current student, mostly through the same academic department and degree level. And it's just a buddy to help you, transition. Maybe some of you guys are coming from far away. Maybe you don't know anyone here, but it is a good program just to get situated at USC. And that being said, we do have a fall 2024 deadline. So please be sure to check your letter of admission to verify the last day you can submit your statement of intent and commitment deposit. So most of them will have a commitment deadline of April 15. And then in terms of financial documents will be required to be submitted via a new system called Trojan International. So please do not submit these documents to us, as they only can be submitted directly to Trojan International system. And you can scan the QR code to learn a little bit more about those Trojan International and I-20 processes. So if you are considering and need more information on that, you can go ahead and scan that QR code. And then the sooner you submit the statement of intent, the sooner you get to access pre-orientation resources, join the program I just mentioned, the mentorship program, where you get paired with a buddy, and then you can connect with your department with the webinars, and then also explore housing, just the process of what it is to come to USC and start getting assimilated. And then after that, you can also just, take the step to explore USC. There is virtual tours of campus available for you. You can explore all the student organizations, maybe start thinking of where you want to get involved, what you want to do on campus. It is an exciting thing. And then you can also learn about just like student safety, if that's something of concern, or if you want to find any wellness resources, we do have all of that available to you. So that's a general wrap about USC, and if you are thinking of joining and want to join, or excited about it, the last thing I'll leave you with is that you can chat with the student ambassador. So these are current students and they can actually help you with any questions that you may have. So you connect with them directly. They do have a link. You can scan the QR code. And you can just be honest with them, like, hey, where do you like to eat? Or any question that you want. Where did you get housing? How do you like your professors? They will be happy to help you out. They are available 24/7, so it really doesn't matter when you ping them. They should respond and can help you in any way possible. And final thought for us is if you have any other questions, you can contact us at our email, so viterbi.gradadmission@usc.edu. And now I will hand it over to Professor Acosta, who will be kind enough to share a lot of insights on our analytics program here at USC Viterbi.
Okay, thank you, Paula. Can I share my screen?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thank you. I hope you can see my screen. So, give me a second. I am setting up my screen now. Okay, so welcome everyone. Congratulations to your admission to USC, and in particular to our program, Masters in Analytics. I am Professor Acosta. I am the program director of this Masters in Analytics since 2018. And these masters belong to the Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering. So this is my contact information in case you want to ask me some questions anytime. This is the contact information of our graduate advisor, Molly. And this is what I would like to discuss shortly with you. In case, based on my experience, I am going to address a few questions that most students have when they arrive to USC. How different is our program from other programs that are also related to analytics and data science? How to contact our students, and most common questions they have in terms of most likely the job search, the internship after your first academic year, and directed research. Students are very much interested in directed research because they are eagerly looking for a job or looking for a CPT opportunity. And to do that, they have to prepare a resume. Well, they want to include in the resume the largest number of projects they can. And any research project that they can complete can be included in the resume because it is in the current year, and it is also something that they have developed in the US, and that is very important. It's not that anything that you have done before is not good if in case you are international, but the focus of recruiters is what is your experience, both academic and non-academic, employment or not employment in the US. And so, very briefly, our program is designed for students looking for a career in analytics and data science. And I want to make the point that even though the program is called analytics, the content, the way the program is designed includes a lot of data science topics, because the students are going to be trained in advanced machine learning and statistical learning methods. The idea is that when they apply these methods, they are able to identify, discover new information that is useful, meaningful from the data. I am used to tell my students that this is information that is not obvious from the data. You can have the data, you can make a line plot, and you see a trend. Yeah, you discover a trend, but that is not something that is, to some extent, obvious, something that you want to make, for example, some transformation, apply some mathematical method, and then you discover something. That is what we are trying to let the students learn when they take our classes. The program provides, as I'm saying here, the background, the concepts, and the computational skills, the practical hands-on projects in different analytics and data science areas of interest. As As an example of the areas of interest that we have, we include courses in which you can develop applications in financial analytics, business intelligence, text analytics, consulting, and more. Recently, we have developed new courses in our program that students can take as electives. For example, we have now a course in healthcare analytics. We have a course in deep learning. We are always looking for adding new courses or new material to our program. Hopefully, in the near future, we can include a course in artificial intelligence for analytics, for example. So, again, the program focuses both analytics and data science. And what is different from our program to other programs is that we try to have a balance from three areas: the fundamentals, the computational tools, and the applications. Students learn the tools needed for analytics and data science and apply them to solve business problems related to their area of interest. You should be aware that the students that are joining our program come from different backgrounds. We have students from information systems, from economics, from finance, from business, from different engineering fields, from science and different science areas, and more. So their knowledge of these topics is not uniform, and for that reason, most of our classes do not have a prerequisite. So you don't have the constraint of taking one class to be able to take the class that you are interested in. And so the difference that I want to clarify now is what is the difference between our program and a program that our school has in business analytics and the program that is called Applied Data Science. Many students are changing majors. For example, some students come from Applied Data Science, or some students from business analytics come to our program to take classes. They enroll in our courses. Well, the details that I'm going to tell you are that in the Masters in Business Analytics, the program focuses on business applications. They are used to work with Microsoft Excel, SQL, R, and data warehousing. Those are the tools that they learn in their courses. Their scope is on math and statistics, to some extent limited, because these are business students or students that are interested mostly in business. And most of the applications are centered around solving business problems. On the other hand, we have students that come from the Masters in Applied Data Science. This is a program from the Computer Science Department. Their focus is on computer science applications with a very limited grasp on business applications and stat and math. Their computational tool is Python. So in that program, they expect to work with Python throughout the whole program. All the courses are going to focus on Python. For example, I don't know any course in that program that they use R. Most applications in that program are computer science related, and by that I mean that they focus on artificial intelligence and data streaming. The best way you can have or you can learn about our program is to contact our students. Probably if you're international, you are already enrolled in some network or social network that allow you to contact students that are currently at USC. If you are international from China, probably you are using WeChat. In the US, probably you will enroll and you will connect with students, and you can also connect with faculty if you have LinkedIn. These are two websites that I suggest you to visit because they have a lot of information about our program and what the school can do for you in terms of mentoring, in terms of helping you with your job search and your internship search. Most students focus in finding a job and finding an internship from the very first day they arrive. Do not wait until your second year. It may be too late. For that, and to let you know that data science and analytics is one of the top areas for 2024 and 2025, I suggest you to visit these links. It will give you a lot of information about not only data science and analytics, but also on other areas related to our major. Now, the program is as follows. You have some required courses and some electives. The required courses are 3. ISE, which is the name of our department, Industrial and Systems Engineering, Predictive Analytics, 529, Optimization, 530, and Data Management, 559, which I believe now is 558. Sorry about that. All our courses are 4 units. The students have to take additional courses from 2 groups that we call Group A and Group B. From Group A, they have to take, or they must select 1 course. From Group B, they have to select 1 course. What is the difference? Group A are courses in which the student has to complete at least 1 final project. And from Group B, you have courses in which the student learns the area of their interest. For example, financial analytics, in case you want to do analytics working with financial data. In addition, the students can take 8 units of electives. These units may come from other schools or academic departments. If the courses are 4 units, they can take 2 courses. But in other schools or departments, the courses may be 1.5 units, 3 units, or 4 units. So be aware that if you choose courses from other schools or departments, you may need to complete 8 units. And sometimes the math requires you to take 8.5 or 9 or 10 units. So the electives can be split into 2 groups: electives from our department, ISE, or electives from other departments that are non-ISE. What I have listed here are the most common, most popular courses that you can choose from our department. I call them ISE electives. But we also have non-ISE electives. Those are courses that you can take as electives from computer science, data science, DSCI, or other schools like Marshall School of Business or Dornsife. Some popular non-ISE courses are also listed here. Fraud analytics, supply chain analytics, marketing analytics are courses that are offered from the business school, Marshall. But students also consider, and some of them take, courses from data science. And most popular courses are 550, DSCI, 552, and 553. There are many more. This is just a sample. These are questions that students have whenever they arrive, or many before they arrive. Usually I receive emails, students asking me these questions. So I'm not going to get into answering these questions. I'm going to just let you know that these are concerns that many students have. If you want to answer these questions, we have a section of questions and answers as soon as I finish. Students may also be interested in doing research with some faculty members. So this is the way it works. The students enroll in ISE 590 directed research. That possibility to enroll in ISE 590 is offered every semester. The students expect to work on a research topic. The way it works is the student collaborates with a faculty. Most likely, the faculty is one of his or her instructor. So the students, if you arrive and you plan to do some research project, start considering and discussing with some of your instructor the possibility of doing research. And of course, if you like the topics of the courses that you are going to be enrolled. Directed research ISE 590 typically counts for 1 or 2 units or credits. Okay, and this is my contact information, and this is contact information of Molly. That's all about this brief introduction. Now I go back to the panel and Paula.
Thanks, Professor Costa. Do you want to take over, David? Thank you so much.
Well, thank you again, Paula and Professor Acosta. Welcome, everybody, and congratulations on your admissions as well. We are going to go into the panel portion. And so essentially what I'm going to do is facilitate a discussion to our two students, Edison Yu and Yuxin Tian. And so Edison and Yuxin, if you could turn on your cameras, thank you. And so I'm just going to ask some common questions that I think, you know, prospective students would want answered. And so just go ahead and do your best to answer these questions. And so Edison and Yuxin, if you could tell the prospective students where you're from, why you chose USC.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Yuxin, and I'm studying analytics here at USC. And I'm from China. I'm very excited to share my experiences at USC with all of you today. And I think USC is an amazing university, known for its top-notch academic programs and vibrant campus life. And it is a place where innovations and diversities are celebrated, and where students have endless opportunities to grow both personally and professionally. I choose USC because it feels like the perfect place to change myself and meet incredible people and prepare for a successful future. And that's it. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Okay, not good. My name is Edison. I'm also a second year master student in analytics. I'm originally from China as well. So the reason why I choose USC, there are two reasons. The first one is I really love LA. I really love Southern California. The great sunshine, the great places all over the Southern California are really attractive. So you never want to miss that. And the second reason is that I really enjoy the fact that USC has a very powerful alumni network. So USC has alumni that work in a range of different industries, including data science, business, or healthcare, or just name it. A lot of different industries where we can connect with them and learn more from them. So for those two reasons, I chose USC, and I didn't regret that. So yeah, that's it.
Great. And just touching on housing and campus life, how did you find your housing? And we get a lot of questions about campus safety. So can you touch on a little bit about, do you feel safe around campus and the neighboring areas?
Okay, so I can talk about it. So the first thing about the safety, I think LA, since it's a big city, so anything will happen. But I think the area around campus is kind of relatively safe, because the Department of Public Safety patrols the area 24 hours, 7 days. And also we do have the safety apps that reports the crimes. And I feel like it is safe on the day rather than the night. Yeah. And so for the housing, I live in downtown and I just contact the apartment directly. So if we prefer living in a house, I think you can contact the agencies or search online. And if you don't have and for apartments, and I think you can visit the official website and just contact the apartment directly. And I don't have the roommates, so I think if you want roommates, I think you can just go to the social media and find someone. Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, totally agree. Yuxin said. Just want to add more points on that. Definitely LA is like big city, so it's like a very typical big city in the United States. Definitely kind of creepy at night, but definitely it's safe. during the daytime. We got officers patrolling our campus very diligently during the daytime and at night as well. But I definitely would recommend going with groups at night to kind of get more protection over there. Regarding the housing, I feel like it really depends on your budget. If your budget is limited, then probably find a roommate and go from there. If your budget is not very limited, then you can explore more great housing places anywhere else.
Very good tips. All right, let's dive into the academics. What are classes like? How demanding is the coursework? And what has been your favorite class in your program and why?
And take a try on that. So classes are generally smaller than what I originally expected. So it ranges from, I say, 30 to 50 students per class. So that means you do get lots of opportunities to interact directly with the professor, which is pretty good because if you feel anything that's confusing you, you can just raise your hand and ask questions. And the course load is manageable because I think after the new course schedule, we only need to take 2 courses per semester. So that really makes your study life, your course load much more manageable, life much easier than before. So that's a really good thing. Regarding my favorite class, I'd say it's gonna be ISE 537, the financial analytics. Because my background was in economics, so I'm more into knowing how to deal with financial data. And that class is really practical. It really didn't expect you to have any knowledge in finance, so it really taught you from zero, and then go deeper gradually. And then USC also have lots of resources available for you to answer your questions. We have TA office hours, we have tutoring centers. So definitely take advantage of those, and I think you'll be all good.
Okay, so I agree what Edison said. So I think I will talk about like what the course is like. So so the courses, they will have like a mix of lectures, group projects, and hands-on exercises. And yeah, the coursework is challenging but manageable. And so for my favorite class, I think is the 558, the data management for analytics, which is talks about the data warehousing and the SQL. I think it is essential skills for anyone who plan to be a analyst. Yeah, and I think that's it.
So, regards to getting involved in campus life, how do you remain involved in campus life? Are you in any clubs, organizations at USC?
Sure. So USC does provide a wide range of student organizations, as mentioned at the very beginning of this presentation. I currently am ambassador at Viterbi of the program analytics. I'm also the Viterbi orientation leader. That's the program I'm in. So essentially, I say definitely keep an eye out on the emails because those applications are usually sent out by emails. So we got a weekly email from USC, we got a weekly email from Viterbi School of Engineering. So definitely read those emails as they contain significant information on different topics, including club applications or organization applications for you. So I wrote those emails and then I saw those ambassador applications and the Viterbi orientation leader applications and then apply over there and then I got accepted. So yeah, USC does provide a range of student organizations and clubs for you to get involved. So that's definitely a great thing. We got so many organizations. Yeah.
So actually, I didn't join any organizations at USC, but I have many friends who is from the Chinese student organization which is called CGSA. So they just learned and just join the club. But since I have the friends, so I just like get the news from them, like the career news or something. Yeah, but if you don't want to join an organization, it's okay. But because if you have friends in the organization, you still can get the news from the university or something. So I think that's okay. Yeah. That's it.
Good. And I know one of the hot topics that students always ask about are jobs and careers. So can you tell us about any campus resources that you've used in your quest for looking for work after your studies? And then how has the program helped you with your career goals?
Sure. So I think USC has an official website called Connect USC. That's a place where majority of the on-campus employers post their openings over there. So definitely go ahead and check over there and see if there's anything that interests you over there. Besides Connect USC, I think Handshake or LinkedIn, which is more widely known, definitely take advantage of those. But my suggestion is to check all of them because some employers may only post positions on any single of those platforms. So definitely check all of them to not miss any of the job openings. For me, I think the courses are really practical because a lot of the courses that I took during my undergrad was very theoretical, didn't connect the knowledge to reality, and then that's where the gap is when trying to apply for a job. But then the Master of Analytics program kind of takes that gap by letting you to connect what you learned in class to reality. Like a lot of classes, we do have final and midterm, but some other classes we have our semester long project where you just apply what you learned gradually to the project and then finish the project and then make a presentation to the whole class at the end of the instruction day. So that's really practical. I think that really helped me to kind of make me more prepared for my career.
Okay. So I think Edson talks a lot about the Korean. So I will just talk about like how the program helped me to get involved in my future job. So I think the course I took is like I learned a lot about the Python, SQL, data warehousing, and also like the modeling thing. So I still have a lot of projects did for the class. Since my background is applied mathematics and I would like to be a data analyst. So I think this kind of skills could help me to become a perfect data analyst. And we also can have some electives for marshals. So I also took the Marshall course this semester, and which is about the which has more business insights. So that can help you if you want to become a business analyst. That will be a helpful course. So just decide what is your favorite job and what you want to be, and just decide which course you should take. And that's it.
Great. And one last question, just kind of overarching, what kind of advice would you give for future students, whether that's academically, career, personally? What have you learned here that just sage advice that you could provide to new students?
So I think the advice that I would like to give the future VTurb students is that try to find all the resources and opportunities that USC offers. and also try to engage in the hands-on projects and participate the student organizations if you can. And things that will help you to seek the internships. And try to contact to the professors and the industry professionals for guidance and networking. I think networking is very important to help you find a job. Yeah, that's it.
Well, definitely agree on what Yuxin has said. So I think my suggestion would be try to figure out what specific path that you want to particularly pursue in upon graduation, because analytics is a very practical program that kind of exposes you to different industries. We got healthcare data analysis, financial data analysis, and more than that. So there are so many different passes under this. So try to think of what you really want to be. Do you want to be a data analyst, or do you want to be a financial quantitative analyst, or do you want to be an analyst in the healthcare system, healthcare company? Because once you figure out your specific path, and then you will definitely choose courses that are more relevant to your career goals, because USC, especially our program, analytics, provides you with lots of flexibility over what kind of courses you want to choose. We have so many electives will allow you to choose courses from other schools like Marshall School. So definitely kind of narrow down your career path, and then choose as early as possible, I say, if you can, and then choose courses that are more relevant to your career goal in the future.
All right. Well, thank you, Edison and Yuxin, for sharing. I think I'm gonna turn it back to Paula at this time.
Thank you all for, answering questions, giving a little bit of insight. For anyone who does have questions, now is the time to put them in the Q&A, and we can help answer those questions. So I'll give everyone about a minute or so. And if there are no
Paula.
questions. Yeah, go ahead,
Paula,
David.
Paula, I'm just going to go ahead and put my email in the chat as well. I know Molly, she's primarily the analytics advisor right now, but I also assist when she's a little overloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my email in the chat just in case anybody has any questions.
That sounds great. I will also put in our ambassador link if you didn't get a chance to get it. If we do hop off this call, you may go and chat with them. They are super, I would say, cool and personable. You can ask them anything, and they will help you out as fast as they can. They are such a great group. They do have Calendly appointments if you do want to just talk to a student. I know it's a little bit more insightful when you get student perspective and the real deal as just dealing with maybe transitioning into USC, joining clubs, anything like that. So you can chat with them. But other than that, if no one has questions, I got a question. I will read it out loud. So it says, can you evaluate more about the differences between Marshall and Viterbi, about the curriculum, career, supportive research opportunities with faculty, etc.? Do you want to answer that, Professor Costa? I know there's a little bit of a difference between Marshall and Viterbi in terms of the program.
Well, there are a lot of things we can talk about when we want to compare our program and Marshall's program in business analytics. Obviously, the main difference is that almost all their courses are directed towards business applications. And by that, I mean the topics, the projects, the assignments, the use cases, everything is related to business, and they show the students how to deal with problems in marketing, problems in finance, and problems in operations. Now, in our program, sometimes students are very much concerned about programming. They think that our program is very much related to programming, and actually, that should be the case in the program of applied data science. In business analytics in Marshall, the program in business analytics, they are mostly used to use Microsoft Excel and R, and sometimes they use SQL. There are few courses in that program related to Python. Now, the students ask very frequently if they need to have some background with Python, if they should know Python in advance. The answer is no, at least not for my classes. If the student knows Python, that's great, but it's not a requirement. As I said, there are no prerequisites in most of our classes. So the thing is that they should know some other language. It can be any language. As long as they know any language, then it is easy to transition into Python. And the reason we use Python and R is that because if you use Python or R to do data science and analytics, you are going to be able to do a lot, but I mean a lot of things more than what you can do with more limited tools like Microsoft Excel. However, having said that, I have to tell you that programming is not required, and you can do a lot of data analysis using non-programming tools. For example, in addition to Microsoft Excel, where you can include some add-in, which is a non-open source software, you can also work with Tableau or Microsoft Power BI, which are excellent tools for data visualization. But if you want to go beyond data visualization, for example, if you want to do machine learning, you are going to be limited if you use Tableau, because that is the best tool for data visualization, but that's it. So if you want to have a very good tool for data visualization, but in addition, you want to do machine learning and do a lot of things that you would do with Python, then it is better to use JMP, J-M-P. And that software is not as, I mean, is very, very good for data visualization, but it's not number one. But on the contrary, you can do machine learning and you can do modeling to a great extent, something that you cannot do with these great tools like Tableau. The point is that there is no perfect tool. And the more tools that you know, some of them you may learn on your own, is going to help you in your job search. It's going to help you to populate your LinkedIn page. It's going to help you improving your resume. So the thing is, one step at a time, connect with your friends, connect with your instructors, ask them for mentorship, and then start, and obviously focus on your career, in your goals, and that's all what you need. Then you can start networking on LinkedIn and start having interviews. So hopefully that helps a little bit about these concerns.
Thank you, Professor. Any other questions that anyone might have? Other than that, if I don't see any more questions, we do want to say thank you for joining. I want to say thank you to our professor, advisor, and student panelists just for, providing insight for the analytics program here at USC Viterbi. And we will wrap up a little bit early today if anyone does not have any further questions. But again, as I said before, feel free to either email us, email the advisor, email the professor, chat with the students here, and they can help you out. I can put my email as well if anyone has questions or concerns. At some point, maybe you come up with a question later on, But we are here to help you and support you. We do want to welcome you to USC, and hope to see you soon. That being said, have a good night, good day, wherever you may be. Fight on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.